Attorney warns people threatening to rob Walmarts if they don't get their food stamps about Walmart's state-of-the-art facial recognition. Let's check it out.
Walmart has the state-of-the-art technology when it comes down to shoplifting prevention, including facial recognition. It does. Y'all don't believe me? Ask somebody that worked at Walmart. Ask somebody that was in loss prevention. Ask a law enforcement officer in a community that has Walmart, and they will tell you they have it. And is it legal? Yes, it is. Walmart.
I mean, not only is it legal, you can go do the research yourself. Keep in mind, this was in 2024 they were talking about AI. And what it almost feels like for a lot of people is that AI didn't exist until 2025. Check the title of this video out. It says, see this new AI technology that helps combat shoplifting.
Retailers, as you can imagine, are losing lots of money to shoplifting, and it hits small businesses especially hard. But there's a new AI technology to help small businesses catch a thief.
And it will benefit you as well. One Canoga Park store gave the I-Team a look inside, a sneak peek, if you will. Here's our investigative reporter, Carolyn Johnson.
The videos caught by store security cameras are alarming. Smash and grabs occurring across the country. According to industry analysts, the retail sector lost $112 billion to theft in 2022. That's up roughly from $94 billion just the year before. Small businesses are feeling the impact too.
Lately, it has increased tremendously.
This worker at a discount grocery store in Canoga Park says shoplifters swipe about $40,000 in goods from his store every year.
You know, that money is money that could have been used for improvements in the store or, hire an associate.
The store has security cameras, but the staff says those haven't helped much. And other theft measures aren't doable. Locking up smaller, pricey items deters sales. And extra security is out of the question.
I've heard about that. I've heard that locking stuff up does deter sales. And I could see how that happens. When I walk into, let's say, CVS or something like that, and I see stuff locked up, I think to myself, I'm going to have to sit here and wait for someone to come and unlock this. It sucks for everybody.
Because hiring a security guard is really expensive.
But the store has cut its theft losses thanks to a new AI technology called Vision. It uses the store's security cameras to detect suspicious movements by shoppers, like slipping an item in a jacket, a pocket, or a bag. The staff then gets an alert on their phones when that happens.
This is a previous test that we made, so you can see him putting stuff in his pocket. See?
We checked it out in real time. Our producer put a pricey face cream in her bag, and within seconds, one of the workers gets an alert.
There she is. We see her putting the stuff in the pocket.
The next step is a little trickier, approaching the thief. Workers told us they like to be non-confrontational and simply ask the shopper to pay for the item, and they often do. But sometimes the shopper just bolts.
Some people just drop the thing and run away, and there's a lot of different reactions.
I'm telling you guys right now, and I've said it so many times before, your kids, if you have children who don't know how to act and they think they can do what we see a lot of young people doing out here, robbing stores in groups, AI is coming. This is in 2024. When I tell you guys how rapidly things improve, how I have to work hard and be deliberate about keeping up with advances in AI when it comes to even just tools I use here for production. For the coffee pod, it's moving so fast. You have Google Glasses where you can look at somebody and they could recognize your face, find all your public photos on social media. There is a time coming and it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. Some people will need to be made examples out of because people just don't understand how technology is going to change every aspect of shoplifting and every other part of life. Before we get back into the video, a quick word about the sponsor of this channel, FathersHaveRights.com. At FathersHaveRights.com, one of our expert attorneys explains that drafting a prenup without the right experience is risky. If done wrong, the courts could invalidate it. That's why, as a future husband, you need to know how to pick the right attorney. The truth is, most experienced family law attorneys handle multiple prenups every week, and the demand only keeps growing. Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section to take the first step in securing your marriage the right way.
Mark Quinnig is one of the co-founders of the AI technology. The idea came to him in engineering school after hearing his own family's struggles with shoplifting at their family-run stores in Paris. He says shoplifting impacts both the store owner and the honest customer.
It's not only about the immediate loss of goods, it has also a lot of indirect consequences, like out of stocks, the fact that it drives prices up for all other consumers because you have to make up for shoplifting.
Quinnig says he was surprised to learn that the common thief is often the friendly, faithful customer.
Our customers were really surprised to see that some of their loyal clients saying hi, smiling at everybody was actually shoplifting. And so someone coming 3 or 4 times a week, stealing maybe $20 each time, you're facing a silent drain of more than $4,000 a year for one single person.
Well, they also know they won't have any consequences. Of course, they're walking around like they're shopping with everyone else. That's what we've turned this type of crime into. It's accepted. Hey, I'm back again to steal.
Quinnig says his clients are seeing good results. Shoplifting loss is down 30 to 60%.
Wow.
The Canoga Park store says the technology has cut its shoplifting loss in half, and they recommend the technology to other small businesses.
They should use it. They should use it because this has been a game changer.
For the I-Team, I'm Carolyn Johnson.
Y'all talking about wait till November 1st, wait till November 1st. Buki, I just left the deli and a man behind me ran off on that man. Okay? It's not starting November 1st. It started actually probably a couple weeks ago. The loitering, the running off on somebody. And you know what? I didn't bat my eye. I didn't even turn my neck because I already knew what was happening. And why would anyone sit there and react to that? Okay? I fortunately enough have a job that allows me to not be on SNAP, or have to rely on some form of federal funds. I'm very blessed, right? But, come a year from now, shit might be looking a little bit different. Might be making 6-figure salary. I don't. Who might be making a 6-figure salary might find themselves in pickle when it comes to the grocery store. Shit is expensive. There are nights I don't eat. I'm like, you know what? I ain't really got it right now. And that's not even me trying to be funny. There are nights where, is it mainly because I'm stressed? Yes. But I'm so stressed because every day we wake up to some new bullshit. Can't eat no way anyways. But on another note, as someone who lives in New York City, talking about Sunday worried about to be on drugs, you need to be worried about who about to be hungry as being on drugs is different than starving. Okay? Shit about to get real, y'all. Y'all talking about wait till November 1st. It's already starting.
All right, we're back here at the attorney video. Let's check out a few of these comments. Top comment here says, but no Apple Pay. Okay, so I know what they're talking about. That's hilarious, by the way. I've been in Walmart, and I told you guys, I go there. They have very good containers for packing food. You could find pretty much anything at Walmart. Now, the bitter truth that I said in that video is because of the customer service environment. There are people who shop at a more expensive place, even if they have the exact same items, just to have more peace, have better customer service. I sometimes go to Walmart. I know they don't have Apple Pay, and I think that probably has to do with some type of contract. I've thought about that, but it's probably some type of contract, and they have to wait a certain amount of time before they can get that Apple Pay on. Because, payment processors, they're a business as well. Somebody else here added, I don't care because I shop at Target. It's going to be the same thing. If anything, the technology at Target is going to be even much more efficient. Here's somebody else that says, but don't pay the employees a livable wage so they don't have to depend on the government services. Here's somebody else who says, yep, saw the yellow square on my face today while in line at customer service. Somebody's responding back to that and says, oh, really? And somebody else here added, how did you see it? So I can look for it. Another comment here says, and they're losing $1 billion a year. The truth is, if you're online, and you can try this with my face or anybody's face, you go do a quick Google image search. It's not hard to pull up people's social media platforms, especially if they spend a lot of time online. Future will be Interesting.
The United States is gearing up and fully expecting violence soon. So let's get into it. It is October 29th. It's about 8:45 p.m. on the East Coast. Oh boy, this one. Context. A couple of days ago, I made a video specifically talking about the cancellation of SNAP benefits in November being the boiling point that the United States has been trying to manufacture for a while. Which is why I don't think that they're going to come in the 11th hour and do what has been done, which is create the problem and solve the problem and try to be the hero. They're expecting that the American public is going to take to the streets in protest, that there's going to be violence, that we're going to see large amounts of shenanigans. So much so that they sent out a memo. The Pentagon sent out a memo to the National Guard in all 50 states, instructing them to create a quick response team. A quick response team that includes people who are well-versed in breaking up riots, protests, people who know how to use a shield and a baton and all of the other weapons and tools that they have at their disposal on the public. They fully expect that this is the point where the American public is going to start to take to the streets and get violent so that they can invoke the Insurrection Act or declare martial law, and it will be justified. This memo that went out from the Pentagon pretty much solidifies that that's exactly what's going to happen. That's what they want to happen. It's what they're expecting to happen. No matter what, be safe and be smart.
So I work at a grocery store, and I was talking to my operations manager last night. He's in charge of like building access, floaters, and security. And the topic of WIC and SNAP running out on November 1st came up. And he was like, yeah, man, we've had meetings about it. And I suggested that we should be anticipating so much theft that it's just going to be a complete waste of our time and resources to even try to stop it or document it. Because here's the thing, clerks and even management have severe restrictions on what they can and can't do to stop shoplifting. The only people who can really stop shoplifting are security with training. And even they have to operate within certain confines. So when November 1st rolls around, you see somebody walking out with groceries who didn't pay. No, you didn't. Just mind your own business and just keep it moving.
Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.